Hello, it's Hannah with Hannah Crafted Gifts, and I've got an unboxing of the, gosh, what month is it? February 2021 Bouquet of Hope Paper Pumpkin Kit from Stampin' Up. So let's get right into it. All I've done is unwrap the plastic. Okay, I don't know whether I should start with this month or next month. Let's start with next month real quick, even though that seems a little strange because you've been looking forward to this month. But next month is an especially special kit because it is March 2021, and March is Paper Pumpkin's anniversary. So each year they do something a little extra special for the month of March. So not only do I love the kit, Here's to You, that's coming in March, really just, I think, a great style, very natural landscapes, but then you get these free stencil set and sponge to create skyscapes to go with your landscapes. So you get four 4x4 stencils and a full-size stamping sponge for that technique. So that's something to look forward to. You can subscribe by March 10th, and I'll actually be doing a Paper Pumpkin party on Saturday, March 27th, I believe it is, the fourth Saturday of the month. Right now I'm planning for my fourth Saturday of the month for this kit coming up in about a week. So our Stampin' Spot for the month of February is Mossy Meadow, which is great. I don't have that color yet in the full-size stamp pad. And here's the stamp set. Let me put it on here so that hopefully you can see it. So you have this beautiful bouquet, which of course is the name of the kit, Bouquet of Hope. You have these little flowers. People have called these little raindrops. I guess they could be tears. This is more of a sympathy-themed kit, but sending people some hope in those hard times. So sorry for your loss. This is almost a little poem. It says, sharing in your sorrow, thinking of you, and wishing I could be there to hold your hand. That's beautiful. And then I really like this one, I'll always be here for you. Because of course that could be for anything. That could be graduation, retirement, birthday, just thinking of you, anything, as well as sympathy. So lovely little stamp set. Set this back down. And you might have seen I flashed this other side of the included flyer. This shows how this kit coordinates really well and intentionally so with the Flower and Field Designer Series paper, which is one of the freebies right now during Celebration, just till the end of the month. So for about another week, depending on when you're watching this, Celebration ends February 28th, the very end of this month. So right now, if you make a purchase of $50 or more before shipping and tax, you get to choose a free item. And this beautiful Designer Series paper is one of your options. This was actually my favorite paper of all the freebies this year. And I really love this. I was going to say card, but I think this is actually a mini paper pumpkin box that they decorated with that paper and some of the kit elements. So I really like that. So that's something you could get to go along with this kit if you have it, or not, just to go along with other products. All right, so let's move all that out of the way. And, ooh, I almost forgot scissors to cut into this with. There you can see the instruction cover, and we'll take a closer look at those. And if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you find it, you can go to my blog. I'll always have a link in the YouTube description to all my other social media and sites. And on my blog, I do close-up pictures of the front and back cover of the instructions. But I'll show it to you here in a minute as well. So let's get all this out. But here's the instructions. So these are the intended projects. You have 3 each of 3 designs, so 9 cards total, and these are full-size 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 cards. Hopefully you can see those. And then on the back here, we can see what the kit includes. Again, I'll have a picture of that, but the coordinating colors, just so you know, are Basic Black, Bumblebee, Just Jade. Those last 2, of course, are current in colors. Mary Merlot, Mossy Meadow, and Rococo Rose. That's a current in color as well, but that one is retiring with this annual catalog. So we only have a couple more months with that one, and that's a favorite of mine. Here it shows you a few more alternatives. That's the one we saw on the flyer. A couple cards. It's always fun to see and then follow on social media. Usually they have the social media listed here, but I just noticed they have the different languages. You can follow on social media other alternatives. I'll certainly be sharing my alternatives. But I do think this is going to end up being an international kit because we do have 4 sets of instructions here, and we'll see some other things in different languages, like, for instance, the inside of the instructions. So that's exciting. I'm excited for you all to get that. By the way, I save this. I use it at events for people to use photopolymer stamps on. It just gives a little bit of a cushion. It's also, chipboard, good for projects like albums. I even save the tissue paper for gifts, save the boxes for storage. You can use all of this. All right, so we've got adhesive dots and dimensionals, full-size dimensionals this time. For embellishments, we have Mossy Meadow linen thread and 2 sizes of Basic Black sequins. Hopefully you can hear me over my heater. It is cold where I am, so that just kicked on. Okay, so we have 10 labels, 5 of this, which looks like the storybook label punch. I think that's what it's called. And then this just banner. And I already have an alternative idea, so I'm glad to see they gave us a couple extras. Usually anytime we have to stamp something for a paper pumpkin, we get extras just in case. And of course, you can always use it back. But this has a nice basic black outline around it. All right, card bases. So here's the just jade with the diagonal stripe. 3 of those. We'll get to all those fun, fancy things. Then you have 3 just Rococo rose, no design. White on the inside, however. Good for writing messages. And this might be my favorite. Very traditional, but this is the Mary Merlot flowers on one side. I wish it continued on to the other for the idea that I have, but still very pretty. You could cut that and cut it down and use it as card fronts. And again, that's white on the inside. They all are. So there's our bases. And then you get, it looks like 3 of these die cut sheets with the bumblebee polka dot banner, and then a bouquet and a couple flower sprays there. These are really beautiful. I've seen all this already because I am preparing for a class, so I'm watching other people's reveals. It seemed like Canada got theirs first this time, so good for you, Canada. But these are vellum sheets, and you can see on the one side you'd be able to see a little bit of that floral. It'd be like frosted, very subtle, but on the other side, that's where it's the real wow with the gold. Creates like a frame. So you have 3 of those, 3 of these die cut doilies. Look how gorgeous those are. And those are intended to go onto the floral card, but I think I like them on the plain side. I think just plain cardstock would really make these shine even more, literally, because they are gold as well, white on the other side. But I love that detailed laser cut. All right, see, this was another thing that makes me think it's going to be an international kit. We have, I believe, based on what others have said, French, I know English, and then German. Thinking of you in all 3 languages, and you get 3 of those. Those are sticker sheets, so that you don't have to worry about adhering. The little lines of those, they look like hand-lettered sentiments. And then we have our envelopes. Ooh, sorry for the noise. So bumblebee polka dots on 3, and then Mary Merlot diagonal stripes on 3, and then Rococo rose, kind of like a herringbone hash stripe pattern on 3. So that is everything. Hopefully you can see all that. If you're interested in kits like this, there'll be a link in the YouTube video or again on my website if you're watching this from my blog with how you can purchase these through me. Again, don't forget about next month's extra special kit. You'd have to order that by the 10th, and my event is on the 27th. As always, thank you so much for watching, and happy crafting!